Dylan makes sick videos.
4 3 4 3 4 3 4 3 4 3 4 3 we watch movies. 4 3 we watch movies. 4 3 we watch sick movies. All on VHS.
Welcome to 4-3, where three guys watch 4 VHSs. I'm Stephen Clausen.
I'm Dylan Marin.
And I'm Xavier Musty.
We gathered 4 VHS tapes at a local thrift store that caught our interest by just looking odd. Each one of us watched one, and then we all watched one together. Let's first hear about Xavier's experience. What did you watch, Xavier?
Civil War Battlefield's Appomattox.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Oh. Make sure.
You're... Why don't you tell us about it?
Oh, I will. I had the pleasure last night of watching Civil War Battlefield's Appomattox. It is a tormenting documentary about the strengths of Confederate morals and their rebel toughness. But the real torment in this documentary was going through 40 minutes of grainy black and white photos and narration from Father Time.
Ah!
It really gave you a taste of what it was like to walk for days on end on battlefields. I just tossed and turned all night long. So, if it was a review out of three stars, I would give it a 2.
All
2
right.
stars.
Why 3? That's not the normal scale.
Okay, well, if let's
okay.
say 17. 17 stars, I would give it 11 stars out of 17.
I like
That's a good
Okay.
round number.
Okay.
Did you know that the Greeks decided 17 was...
I did not know that. Where did you learn that?
I learned it.
in my VHS, actually.
Well, there you go. Learn a little history with the VHS. All right. Now for Dylan, would you like to tell us about your VHS? Your wires are tangling. Here, I'm gonna move over you. Oh. Go ahead and share with us.
I watched Video Quarterly of Decorative Painting. This is I believe this is part of a quarterly subscription service where every 3 months in the mail you get a nice set of arts and crafts, and with it you get this nice VHS. You see, this is an instructional video on how to make a cute Christmas stationery box, a unique peach potpourri box with gold leafing, and an acrylic land/seascape and lighthouse painting. It doesn't say that, but this was made by 4 different artists. 2 collaborated on the first one, 2 did the other ones, and in between we have these fascinating...
No.
We have these fascinating ads from the 90s.
Okay. I just wanted to ask a few questions, if I could.
Yeah.
So you say it's like a weekly subscription. Why is
It's
this
a quarterly.
a quarterly? And why do you only have that one? What happened to the others?
Because I got it at a thrift store, Steven.
Oh, and they don't have the other ones
you
available.
read the intro.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought they would.
Maybe if you would have been there.
I had another thing going on. You know, I couldn't be there. Why do you have to bring it up? And all right, I have another question now. Okay, you say how many hosts are there? Who was? What?
Okay, Xavier.
What?
What's wrong?
Xavier.
Why'd you hit me?
I'm sorry.
Dylan, see, you're not causing.
I give this a 10 out of 10. It taught me everything I needed to know about art. I was just a novice, but now I have a peach potpourri box with gold leafing.
He's avoiding my questions. Okay, I think we should go ahead and let me talk about my movie now.
Okay, Steve,
You can stay there.
Okay. All right, I'll talk about it here then. Boot Hill. Now, Boot Hill is a spaghetti western, and it's directed by Giuseppe Colizzi. And Giuseppe is a very Italian name, so you know this was probably filmed somewhere in Italy. And like during the 60s, spaghetti westerns were very popularly made in Italy. And so what I gathered was this is a sequel of some sort. I hadn't heard of any other installments, but it says the Trinity Boys ride again, and in the synopsis it says that his sidekick Bud Spencer teamed up again in this romp through the untamed
Okay,
West.
that's what the box said, but what was it like?
Okay. One of the most noticeable things was that the sound design wasn't very good. There were parts of the movie where there was no sound at all, almost. And another thing I noticed was the story is very confusing, and it's hard to follow. And some of the characters have accents that I don't think are very genuine to the time period. And overall, I would probably give it a 2 out of 10. Not the best that I've watched though.
Can I see that? Can I see that box, please?
Yeah. Huh?
Steven, what's this?
What?
This isn't Boot Hill.
Wait, what is it?
This is Blue's Clues. You lied to us.
I mean, I watched Boot Hill.
Okay. And we all watched The Little Mermaid and Friends.
I watched Boot Hill.
This gem was made by Good Times Home Video, which is a company notorious for making rip-offs of Disney films. What did you boys think about it?
I thought it was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was the best, and I thought it was kind of weird how they just, took the plot to
Well,
Little
I
Mermaid.
thought it was an epic love tale between a promiscuous mermaid and a metrosexual prince with subliminal adultery and a retarded dolphin.
Yeah.
Wow. Can we say that? Can we say that? TV?
Okay.
Okay.
And then I was kind of thrown by the 2 extra little.
Okay, so we went into this thinking it was just a 30-minute cartoon about the Little Mermaid, but it ended
Yeah.
up they just stole some Warner Brothers cartoons and put them at the end.
Yeah.
Which was
They were-
absurd.
They added them as bonuses. I believe one of them was Old Mother Hubbard.
Okay. Well, we watched these 4 VHSs. We made a show about it. We'll see you next time on 4-3. Likely not.
Now that one. And